That's it, what she said. No. All right, so my name is Laura Leibowitz. I am a 20-plus year resident of the beautiful town of Piscataway. I am a lifelong Democrat, and I am here speaking, wearing many hats. But today, I want to present to you by the children and for the children. When I was a child, I loved to play with my dollhouse. I moved the dolls from room to room and created a home of peace and fun. My friends would bring their dolls along, and side by side, we created our own world. When I became a mom, my kids played with little handheld computer toys that had to be fed and kept alive with a series of clicks throughout the day. When my kids grew older, they played computer games where they curated entire worlds. They built neighborhoods and homes and filled them with characters who lived lives on their screens. We are now living in a world that is abandoning all that any child would create and any child knows would be wrong for anyone to live in. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today I'm asking you to play along with me. Let's think about our families, our neighborhoods, our cities, our states, our country, and our world. Let's create a world for the children. In a world for the children and by the children, the environment is clean and self-sustaining. The power of the planet, including the sun, wind, and water, is harnessed to create energy for its inhabitants. Scientists from all across the planet share ideas across networks with the concepts that help the most people and do the least harm. Federal dollars are spent to care for and protect our land, seas, and skies, now and in generations to come. In a world for the children and by the children, families will make medical decisions with a clear mind, based on medical need, and without anxiety about how to pay the bill, or if they can pay the bill, or to let their families gamble with a health crisis in a trade for the ability to access health care or pay for it. In a world for the children and by the children, their mothers, sisters, aunts, and selves have agency over their own bodies. They are allowed to make their own decisions over when and if they choose to bear children. They are provided access to the health care and strong maternal outcomes for themselves and their children. In a world for the children and by the children, children will sing and play freely, knowing that they live in a land that protects them from militant regimes, severe poverty, forced child soldiers, violent gangs, extreme hunger, and disease. They won't watch their mothers and fathers be dragged away by masked ICE agents with unknown whereabouts and no access. Children don't create those nightmares, adults do. In a world for the children and by the children, schools will provide a free public education for all. The wise children, the blind children, the deaf children, the differently abled children, the neurodiverse children will all learn and play with teachers and programs that support them, all of them. Children don't decimate services that provide what they and their friends need. Adults do. In a world for the children and by the children, there will be a sense of fairness. No bullies will be allowed. There won't be acts and threats of retribution against those who speak out. That's right. Those who stand up for what's right will be celebrated. My friends, this is why we are here. For the children, for the elderly, for the working family, for the stranger in our midst. We need to have the persistence of children, the imagination of children, the energy of children, the enthusiasm of children, the kindness of children, the open arms of children. Thank you for being here again and again and again. We must continue to work for a state, nation, and world that is created in this vision. Let's create a world for the children. Let's vote for a state for the children. Let's keep showing up for a world for the children. Thank you so much.